Your boy Sprightly, 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 Sprightly.
All right, chat. How is it going today? How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Ooh. I have been doing fantastic. The child and my wife, the kiddo and my wife, are away for at least a few days, and then I leave right after that. So yeah, a good old time. So that's part of the reason why I'm here early. Angus, how's it going, man? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well today. Hopefully this is a better time for you for me to be on stream, like an hour earlier than usual. Hey Josh, how's it going? You sound like my best friend when he gets time away from. Like, I'm excited for the time away, but at the same exact time, it's gonna be about 3 weeks total, which then goes from exciting to like. Doing great. Great to hear, man. Fantastic to hear. Oops, just kicked something. Fantastic to hear. Psylocke, more like solo lock pick. Yes. Psylocke is going to be fantastic solo. Like, dirty solo. Assuming you don't have Stalwart on you. Actually, even with Stalwart, I think Psylocke won't be too bad. But her cards look crazy. Her cards look crazy. It's 9 p. Oh, it's 9 a.m. for me. Oh, so usually when I stream later, that works out for you, because then it's just later in the day. I always get confused how Australia works. But yes, Psylocke, man, there's been a lot of... So I meant to do a Reddit reply today, and then today just got so busy I wasn't able to. Unfortunately, so I have to decide if I want to do it tomorrow. But there's been some ramblings about the Psylocke, and a lot of people are upset with different things, which is weird. I'm trying to see if I can find some of them. Hey Ben, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well today. Zion, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. But there's been a lot of weird hate toward one card in particular. And maybe you all know the card. I have to see if this will work. I was messing around with my screens, and I don't know if this will work or not. Nope, big old blank screen. There we go. There is a lot of hate toward this card, and it's kind of hilarious at this point. Psylocke does look phenomenal. I think she looks phenomenal. But the amount of hate towards telepathy is hilarious. I think people want this to be like this crazy banger of a card. And granted, we don't really know what else is going to be happening with her deck and other psionic decks, and you know, the rest of the cycle, which I'm sure is going to have some psionic stuff going on. But man, people are hating on this card. But yeah, I thought that's been somewhat interesting. What's your first aspect for Psylocke build? Justice. For sure, Justice. Since I'm a natural Justice player, it makes sense for me. But yeah, it's she's gonna be so good in Justice in general. I think she's gonna be really good in Justice and Aggression. We'll see how leadership goes. I'm not a great leadership player, so I don't get it as fast as other people do. But I think leadership can be good for sure. So Psylocke, she's super cool, but I feel you pay a bit of a tax on her events for inbuilt resources and for the flexibility because the attacks are a bit weaker. That's the biggest thing. Her attacks are a bit weaker, and it's cool what they're doing with Justice, where it kind of builds off the attacks being weaker, and in turn, what is it? The attacks are weaker, but you can confuse easier, and there's Justice cards to switch the not switch, but on top of the confuse, make it a stun as well. And I think that's pretty cool. And I think that'll be interesting once it actually works out. But she doesn't have that big attack, which is what's going to make her kind of weird. But you're just going to be flipping down constantly. Like, I think her card draw is going to be not card draw, but like her hands in general are just going to be insane the way that they work. I think the card is fine. It's a good resource dump like Plan B. That's how I'm approaching it. It's like a thing you throw out there. You get caught off guard. Caught off guard can take care of it, and that's fine. Whatever. But I think it's a fine card. Just people are like freaking about it. I don't think I play her in anything but Justice, honestly. Though I think Justice is about to get major benefits to playing with those player schemes. A lot of us on the Justice side have been saying that, you know, they really haven't done much to expand the Justice aspect, and they are making up for it in a big way right now. Our attacks are a little weaker. Yeah, I get that. They are definitely a bit weaker, but I think she'll be able to control the board state so incredibly well. And I love the confused deck. Yeah. The confused stuff is just going to be amazing. And she's going to be one of the few Justice... Not the only one, but one of the few Justice players that can handle a lot of minions with all those confuses. Can't wait for Justice Venom with the Confused tech and the Guardians Think Fast card. Yeah. Guardians on some of this stuff is going to get a bump because of how easy Guardians can confuse people. Some of these Justice cards are gonna bump up Guardian stuff for sure. For sure. NTQ, how's it going? How you doing, man? Hopefully you're doing well. At least for high player size schemes seem OP. They are gross. At least for high thwart characters. They're way too, in my opinion, they're way too good right now. Especially with what is it? Like most of them you only need to like have a 3 thwart. And for Justice, that's done. That's easy. Justice is my favorite aspect, but that probably is because Hulk is my favorite. That's true. After playing Hulk Shield now, I've kind of converted. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it a lot. The size scheme is pretty good. Yeah. Gambit aggro, Psylocke Justice is the best duo in the game, hands down. I'll fight anyone that disagrees. I won't disagree. I'll just be hesitant since we haven't seen it yet. But I think it will be. Gambit aggression is so incredibly good. So incredibly good. Okay, Ben. D20. So having a poll with F1 fans, how does Ferrari blow it on Sunday? My prediction, or I'm prediction, they forget Charles is in the race, focus on Carlos, and don't pit him, so he's disqualified for not using 2 tires. So here's the thing, Ben. Here's the thing. Binotto isn't the team principal anymore. So you have to think of new, clever ways to screw over Ferrari. You can't go to the tried and true methods of just like, there are a bunch of morons running the team. That won't work. My guess is they're just going to forget to like connect a battery wire or something. And it's going to, or like tighten it. And it's just slowly loosen and then he'll have engine failures. But regardless, it's going to be engine failures. Also, Red Bull is way too fast on the straights. Like, Ferrari can't keep up. There's too many straights in, was it Baku? Or Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. God, I can't pronounce things tonight. But Baku. There's too many straights. And Red Bull is just going to go right around them. It's not even fair at this point. Though Aston Martin looked rough. But McLaren looked good. So that was fun. But it was a good qualifying Sunday. Will be interesting to see how the shootout stuff goes tomorrow. Told you? Yeah, you told me. You did. Fair enough. Ben lost me at Gambit. Why? Gambit's so good. Fair. If it's 2-player, Rogue replaces Gambit. That's what I say about Rogue. I can't. Ferrari was faster in their top speeds were slower. I was watching it. Well, Charles was hitting, what was it? 208 top speed, and Max was hitting 210. So they're just the top speed, I should say, was just slower. McLaren did look good, yeah. Dude, Oscar looked good. For, you know, a rookie, and the rest of the rookies, I mean, you get Nick DeVries just driving straight into a wall, which was funny, but, you know, I had things to do, so. Did you play Heat racing board game? I have played Heat. I played it at PAX Unplugged, and it's fine. Like, I like the idea of Heat, right? And I think the mechanics were fun, but it wasn't like they were fast and last. Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. I'm sorry. I should have clarified that. I'm just talking about top speed. So Heat was fine. I didn't mind it. I didn't think it was anything fantastic. The mechanics are kind of cool. We played it once or twice, and I'm good. Like, if somebody else was like, hey, do you want to play this sometime? I'd be like, yeah, I would play it, but it's not one of those things I would, like, pay money for. You need to move Hulk up on those rankings along with Valkyrie, of course. That's true. Valkyrie does need to be higher. Gambit is best, B tier at best. Gambit is B tier at worst. He's flirting with high A, low S's, in my opinion. I actually like Rogue more than Gambit as well. Interesting. I want to get Heat. I love Flame Rogue. Their bike game. I've never played the bike one. But I know people really liked it. But he was cool. He was cool. And it was very easy to learn. Right? We picked up on it very quick. Those are fighting words. They really are. What do people not like about Gambit? Is it one of those things that is just too good? and you don't like that? Because I get that. Definitely have more success with Rogue. I could not. In solo or 2-player, I could not get Rogue to work well in solo. I've tried. Like off stream, I just try and try and try. And she just turns into whatever trait I want to build off for. I just do that and then it's just boring. Just don't think his kit is well focused. Interesting. I like the fact that I don't have a win with him. People don't like Gambit, don't know. I wouldn't go that far that they don't know or understand to use him. I mean, because people say that about me with Doctor Strange. All the time I get this. When I don't like Doctor Strange. And it's just like, oh. I get one of two things. One, oh, you don't like him because he's super OP. No, I like Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham is very OP. Oh, you just don't get it. Okay. Will Deadpools have tacos for his resources? I think the big debate that no one's talking about, Angus, is everyone's betting on shawarma that he's holding in his hand. I'm on Team Taco. I think he holds a taco in his hand. And this is like the soft debate that we've not been having that I feel like we should. Gambit is so good too. Just make Gambit I feel a bit meh. Man, that's crazy. I wish I played Rogue like the rest of y'all. Sorry, just sneezed. Rogue and I don't really like being alter ego that often. I used to not to. I don't know what changed. I don't know who changed it for me, but over time, I slowly went there. Yeah, but you know how to use them. The internets don't always think so. The internets like to tell me how wrong I am a lot. It's really fun. It's really fun. Actually, it doesn't really bother me, but chimichangas. I am all for a third competitor entering this matchup of food. So X-Force seems to be 3 for 3 for strong, fun heroes. What are the odds that we get 6 for 6 like Champions Web Wars? So I think a part of it is all right, here's my super hot take on this, with it being 3 for 3. I think they're going to screw up Deadpool. And I don't think they're going to, well, let me rephrase that. They're not going to screw up Deadpool. I think the community is going to be upset by Deadpool. The reason being is because I don't think no matter what they do, I think people are going to be generally upset with Deadpool, because he's not going to be like as broken as people want, and I don't think he'll be all as off the wall as people want. So I feel like he's going to be in this weird limbo spot where like he'll be a fine hero. Like I'm not going to say he's going to be bad. I think people have this weird expectation that he's either going to be crazy off the wall, which I don't think they're going to do, because it just, the balance probably wouldn't work right, in my opinion. Or it's going to be super, super crazy OP, which I also don't think they'll do. So I think it's going to be weird. So as far as 6 for 6, probably not. I don't think so. I think Deadpool's going to disappoint. Cable for your first stream of new box? Probably Domino. I want to play Cable. I will steal the Cable cards for sure. Well, okay, what I might do actually, let me retract this slightly. I might do Cable first, then Domino, like get the plays out so I can do the reviews and stuff. And then when we actually go through the entire campaign box, I'll probably do Domino then. So I'll play Cable first, but the campaign will be of Domino probably. I think my brain just doesn't work with Gambit. I find I'm just managing threat and still lose on threat. Interesting. That's what he liked the most. That's what he's like most, I think. Deadpool is going to get chimichanga counters, remove 1 chimichanga counter, and deal 7 damage to enemy, remove 10 threat from a scheme. That's the thing. Like, it's just gonna be, it's gonna be weird with him. As overkill, piercing, Norse guard, patrol, crisis, right? But it also kills himself, so you have to be careful with the chimichangas. I'm not a Deadpool fan, so it doesn't bother me. I think he's gonna have some sort of unlikable skill like the ally. Yeah, I think he's just, I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. I feel like people are already too hyped for him, and they're not gonna do it. Okay, so I'm super excited for Domino. Me too. I still don't like. I mean, I get how she works, but I'm not like over the moon for how she'll work. Because I haven't seen it in action yet. But she's one of those heroes that I have to actually like, play to see how it's gonna be. So, but I so far what I've seen, I like. What are your thoughts on 2 Marauder scenarios in the X-Force box? I think it's interesting. I don't want them to keep doing this over and over, but I like the idea that if you build really solid villains, why not use them for 2 encounter sets in 2 completely different ways? I'm all for the idea. It's a little weird, but I don't hate it, right? So it's not something I want them to do every single cycle or anything like that. I think one time is enough, but the way that they're approaching it with making it so, you know, you're fighting like what, a 3 or whatever it is on the one scenario, and then just like 1, but it's like powered up or whatever, and there's other things that like I think they did it the right way. Let me put it that way. So I think it's cool now that they're doing it. I think some people are gonna be like, it kind of stinks that we have the same villains twice in a row, even though there's a bunch of them. So I think it'll be all right. But I don't want them to like do it in subsequent boxes. I think Ben is right in how Deadpool will work like his ally card. He'll do something incredible, but there's a major drawback. Unkillable. It kills him and then resurrects at max HP. Nice change of pace. I think Deadpool will be quite OP, but the downside is they'll add a lot of acceleration tokens and you'll lose if you don't win fast enough. I was hoping for a Striker for the box. Yeah, Striker would have been cool in the box. Striker's got to be his nemesis, right? Deadpool's nemesis now, right? I would assume. I don't know what I don't know. Like, the problem is if you do the acceleration token thing for Deadpool, it like corners him so you can't really do a build out thing with him, right? Like, that's the only problem, is that you can't build out Deadpool, and there's a lot of people that play the game the opposite of me of rushing the game. So yeah, Josh, exactly. If there's acceleration tokens, will turn him into a rush hero, and a lot of people don't like that. They really don't like that. So I don't think they'll do that. This is why I don't think he'll be that OP. Hey, Beast, now how's it going, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Probably a more OP Star-Lord. Star-Lord's not very good. Don't tell people I said that. Hopefully you get some awesome scenario packs with mini campaigns. There's a lot of easy money that could be made there. I'm surprised they haven't leaned into that more. Leon, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. His nemesis could be death. That is true. That is very true. I prefer them using the villains twice. Is a fun way of using the gimmick twice. Cough, Infinity Gauntlet. Freaking Infinity Gauntlet. It turns out, as you know, Hulk Shield is my perfect way to play the game for me that I enjoy the most. Exactly. And I remember, like, a lot of times, especially early on when I was streaming, I was doing a lot of rush stuff. People were like, you need to slow down. Like, everyone was telling me you need to slow down. Like, don't play this way. And I think that's how Deadpool would have to play then. And I think rushing, people who rush the game are in the minority. So I just don't see that working out well. I don't know. And if they do the whole healing thing with Deadpool, it's going to feel too much like Wolverine. So they have to do something slightly different. Watching baseball, hopefully the Orioles. D20 and eating pizza. So I didn't get pizza tonight. I have a buddy coming over tomorrow. So hopefully eat pizza tomorrow. But Friday's always pizza night. And I feel a little bit lost inside. Leon, I think it will be balancing and not just taking damage to the face. Or Thanos for his nemesis. Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet. Actually, Loki with the Infinity Gauntlet. Let's go. Hope the next scenario will have Apocalypse as the big bad villain instead of making him into the scenario pack. I think it will. I think it will. Sure as Landlady? Yes. I think Apocalypse is the box 3 big bad. It should be. They might pull a Thanos and realize that Loki's stronger. Cubs. How are the Cubs this year? Are they doing alright? My buddy hasn't told me how they were doing, so I assume they're not doing great. Maybe they'll just make Deadpool incredibly boring and he'll break the fourth wall about how he doesn't want to be a part of the game. That could almost work. That would actually be like something that people wouldn't be too upset about. And they're gonna have him break the fourth wall like crazy. That they're gonna lean into that a lot. So, White Sox fan. Card game, leave me have it, nerds. Mr. Baseman, how's it going? Apocalypse will be the villain so hard it's not fun to play, most likely. Possibly. They could possibly make him really hard now to future-proof him. And this is kind of what's happened to Ronin. Like, when Ronin came out, everyone just gave up. Right? Ronin's too hard, he's too hard, he's too hard. And he's still very, very hard. He's much more doable now. Right? There's certain strategies that work really well with him or against him. So they could do that. And I think people would be less upset. They'd still be upset, but they'd be less upset because I think, generally speaking, the community knows that even if someone's really hard today, they're not going to be tomorrow, you know? They're not that bad with the, honestly, except with the direction they're going. That's how I feel about the Orioles. The Orioles are doing well. And they weren't, well, I guess they were supposed to kind of do well, but they look good. They learned their lesson. We'll see. We'll see. I am just a negative Nancy in general, so. I'm a White Sox fan. I had an insomnia period. In 2005, and the only thing on, they won the World Series. Must be nice. Make a medium difficulty but adjustable. What, with Apocalypse? I don't know if they would do that. It's possible. I just don't know. I don't know. I still think they're gonna make him hard. Hey Jay, how's it going? Since Apocalypse makes his horsemen better than they were before, could Hulk be the Horseman War and we get an actual fix? Look, I want to be on your team Hulk fix. I really do. I just think I think if you went to headquarters and you went to Caleb and you said, hey, what about Hulk Hero? And they'd be like, oh, yeah, we were going to do that, but we never did. And I think they would just deny his existence at this point. I think that's where they are with Hulk. Since the Justice seems like it's getting so strong with Psylocke. Yeah, it will. It will for sure. It's going to get good. You mentioned a while back working on the one deck to beat them all, or to beat as much content as possible. Have you made any progress? No, because the game got harder. So, I do think there's actually a decent build with Spider-Ham. Spider-Ham with Clarity of Purpose, and rushing that really, really hard to just kind of smack everyone around in rush style. Kind of can beat everyone. He falters on Venom Goblin because I'm not good enough. Realistically is what it comes down to. But I think that's where we are. I think, you know, a lot of people, again, look at Strange as like the one hero to beat them all. I still think Strange can struggle against Ronin pretty bad. Especially if Ronin, was it the hammer gives him stalwart? So if you deal with that, I think it's the hammer. So again, he's strong, but he does stumble against some stalwart enemies versus Spider-Ham. He just has so much more life. He could just do so much damage so fast. So I personally think Spider-Ham is still the way to go for the one deck to beat them all. But I should do it soon. Like Crazy Strong and Justice was strong before. Yeah, Justice was just kind of forgotten about. And you're right, it wasn't like it got weak or anything. It was just kind of forgotten about. But the difficulty curve is just going up. Hulk doesn't need a fix. Okay. I'm a Royals fan. I went to go see a Royals game. So for my work, an old colleague of mine, we had to do some events in Kansas City. And we had nothing else to do. We did all of our appointments and stuff. And he's like, hey, do you want to go see a baseball game? Because I love baseball. I can watch baseball all day. And I was like, yeah. I was like, let's get tickets for the Royals. And this was like 5 years ago. We got tickets like 3 rows off the third base line for like $10 a piece. It was fantastic. And the stadium was so weird to get to because like we were just driving in a field and then kind of like through like this weird forest. And then all of a sudden my GPS is like, we're going to make a left into the stadium soon. It's like, there's no shot. And then sure enough, made a left. There's a stadium there. It's kind of funny. But yeah, it's a nice stadium. I remember the beer was reasonably priced. I've had MLB at bat since 2015. Haven't missed many games. So I got to go to the 2016 NLCS game to see them win the NL pennant. Such a cool experience. I'm jealous. So like I said, Orioles are my favorite team, right? The Orioles are my absolute favorite team in the world. And I was growing up a huge Cal Ripken fan. I've met him in person in a grocery store. Huge fan, right? And my dad got me tickets for Cal Ripken's final game, right? His absolute final game in for when he was retiring. He announced his retirement. It was in New York City. It was at Yankee Stadium, so we got tickets for Yankee Stadium. For those that may not remember, Cal Ripken retired in 2001. For those that are not American, a terrible event happened in September 11th of 2001, and baseball was canceled. And like baseball never gets canceled, right? So baseball got canceled, and then they had to push the games back. So not only do I hate the terrorists because of 9/11, and that's right near where I live, but I also was not able to see Cal Ripken Jr.'s final game anymore because they moved it back, and then it was in Orioles Stadium later on. So talk about a double whammy. That was really rough for me. But yeah, that's a fun fact of my life. Okay. Given how well they did Magneto for a hard boss, I have faith they'll do it Apocalypse right. I think they'll do Apocalypse right. Magneto has done really, really well. Caleb's hates Hulk. Caleb just ignores Hulk and they assume doesn't do anything. I think they'll put 4 Horsemen in the 4 villains in the box. I really hope not. No, they would do 4 Horsemen as one scenario for sure. Kind of what they did with like Sinister Six, I think. With the confused text coming in, do you think they'll stop using heroes who are immune to stun and confuse? Wait, Ben, what do you mean? With the confused text coming in, do you think they'll stop using the heroes who are immune to stun and confuse? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Professor X Hero Pack? No, for sure not. Gonna see Cubs versus Phillies in Citizens Bank Park. B fan. Also, welcome, B fan. Hope you're doing well. We haven't been down to Citizens in a while, but they had a nice stadium. Hold on, now I lost my place. There we go. Royals game when you have nothing else to do. Basically, it was fine. In May. Okay, nice. How cheap baseball tickets were when we went with the White Sox was like $25 for 10 rows back. I know, right? Orioles are crushing it this year. They're doing well. Sorrows more. Never mind. Not awesome. Baseball really doesn't matter until... No, baseball matters for 162 games. Don't say baseball doesn't matter. Baseball always matters. Every single game matters. The Yankee Stadium May 10th, less than 2 weeks. So the new Yankee Stadium is very nice. But man, it's expensive. I mean, New York is always expensive, but man, it's expensive. If not a hero pack, give us at least 2 more Professor X ally cards. So we have a team of X-Men with Professor X each. I don't know if they do that. Villains, sorry. Oh, stop making villains immune to confuse. No, I don't know if they would do that. I think they just go through cycles, right? So like in the X-Men box, everyone had Tough, right? And then in the Guardians box, everyone had Surge. So I think they'll just have like their thing where they kind of do it and like forget about it for a while. But yeah, sorry. I get what you're saying now. So yeah, I don't know if they would do that. I think they might play with Steady more. And I think that would be pretty cool, right? I think that would work pretty... I think there's a lot more possibility to do more with villains with just Steady instead of putting Stalwart and anything. Because it still makes the Confused lock possible. It just makes it a little trickier, right? And I think that's a cooler way of doing things. Nick Fury had 4 players, but not Professor X. That is true. Do they only have 1 X, or is there 2 now? There's only 1, right? It's cricket. When I went to England, or last time I went to England, there were people playing cricket. I still have no idea how the game works, but it was entertaining to watch, that's for sure. Fantastic Four is street level heroes wave after X-Men. Kool-Aid Man. Just gonna say now, Kool-Aid Man. But probably Fantastic Four. I like how they did Steady and Stalwart in the X-Men box. Yeah. It's the UK. There is a good argument that it's UK Avengers next. There is a decent argument for that. What's his name? Captain Britain or whatever his name is. UK Avengers would be hilarious if they just go to that. Okay. So this is what I secretly want. I just want them to secretly, well, not secretly. I want them to not do Daredevil for like another year or so. Right? And then I want them to start teasing him. Right? They make references to him about whatever. And then we're going to do this with Daredevil. We're going to do that to get all those fans like hopes up and whatever. And then they're going to come out with something else ridiculous like UK Avengers or Kool-Aid Man or anything else. And then they keep teasing Daredevil because they want you to keep buying. And then they give you something else. Don't do Daredevil till the final hero pack. Right? Like so the ultimate conspiracy will that they will be finally be able to they will announce Daredevil, right? They will announce it at the very end, and then Fantasy Flight Games will shut down and they'll never print it. That's what I could see them do. But that's because I also have low expectations of things. Could Moon Knight be a hero pack eventually? Yeah, sure. I think anything that's been on TV will eventually be a hero pack. There is no reason they can't ride this game out for 12 plus years at this part. At this point, there's no reason. And even when they get to like lower tier heroes, I think I've done a video on this or a short or something. But even when they go to lower tier heroes, it's not even going to really matter because the base audience is still going to buy it. Now it's slowly going to diminish down to like nobody buys anything, but they'll just keep riding that wave. Just say they're ending the life cycle of Marvel Champions, have everyone freak out, and then announce Daredevil's final pack. Don't even announce it. Just like it shows up one day. Do not speak of that into existence. Too late. Kind of almost shut down Gamma. Everyone ready to fork over. Wait. Lorcana almost shut down Gamma? Really? Huh. Moon Knight would fit in the Daredevil cycle very easily. Yeah, that means the Moon Knight's not going to happen then. Got to bounce. Good luck. Good luck. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Howard the Duck is going to happen. There's no reason for Howard the Duck not to happen. Though I also said this about Spider-Ham and people got upset. I'm still on Kool-Aid Man hype train though. Bring on Alpha Flight. For sure Howard is coming. Also, welcome Astari. Hopefully you're doing well. Jay, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. They'd be silly not to do Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck has such a weird cult following. It's hilarious. I remember, what was it? The first Guardians when Howard the Duck was at the end credits. And I was dating my wife at the time, I believe. Because I remember she just turned to me and was like, what is that thing? And I had to explain to her the lore of Howard the Duck. Hey, Lord, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. If they release heroes like Legendary does, then I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. I mean, you look at how well Legendary has done over the years. Still doing well. Oh, were you on the YouTube side of things? My bad. So I could browse Marvel CDB. You're not paying just attention to me. The movie was so not for kids. Yeah. Howard the Duck is a weird one to explain. Heroic Skeleton. How's it going? They've been doing unknown heroes from the beginning. Remember, no one knew who Miss Marvel was when she was released. Okay, I did. Because I like Miss Marvel. Us from New Jersey appreciate Miss Marvel because she makes a lot of references that we get. There's a lot of jokes we get. What trait did Moon Knight? What trait did the Moon Knight card from Red Skull have? That's a good question. Let me look it up really fast. Captive and hero for hire. I think they were all captive and heroes for hire. No, they were at least all captives. I saw it when I was a kid. Are you doing all right now? Leah, when you have to explain the lore of Howard the Duck, that's the moment you know she's the one. I explained it and she paid attention. That's how I knew. Junie, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Was he a defender? Moon Knight? No. They do more characters which are villains. What exit? So I wasn't down the turnpike. So technically, no, none. I was on the west side of Jersey. So we never made references to turnpikes out by us or the exits. It's a very Eastern Jersey thing. I have all the books for Miss Marvel. I don't even live in New Jersey. Too shy. I think it's a funny comic too. Not paying attention to you. Sorry, looking for a Gambit aggro deck. That's fine. That's fine. That's acceptable. All right, wait. So I kind of skipped over Michael there. I hope they do more characters which are villains, which also have hero packs. I still think they'll do a Civil War box. I predicted this in a video way back when that there's like a 50-50 shot, or my 50-50 shot guess. I still think they'll do it. I don't see why not. You know, definitely not all right, but for many, no, they all stem from Howard the Duck. like all your problems in life, just Howard the Duck. Thoughts about Psylocke? I think Psylocke is going to be incredibly fun. I think she's going to be strong. I think they are doing something very interesting with not just having her being the standard like 3 cost for 8 damage, right? It's a little more detailed than that. I like the idea of what they're doing with Confuse Lock with her. It's kind of crazy that they have 2 basically innate, or she has 2 innate resource generators that can change the game up. I think for a solo hero, she's going to be stupidly strong. I think she's going to be stupidly strong. Now, Stalwart may slow her down, but there's already people I've saw that have kind of come up with rough ideas to get around Stalwart, where you don't lean into Confuse stuff, but you just lean into her outputting more damage through aggression. And people have kind of not figured it out, but have rough ideas. So I think she could do well there too. I can't picture leadership and protection really well in my head for her because I'm not a good enough player for that. But justice and aggression, I think she'll be absolutely crazy. She feels a bit like Spider and the 4-hand size and resource generators. Yeah. I think it's a slightly better Spider. Like Spider was better because you could have like a bunch of resource generators over time. But I think for solo play, especially to get resource generators that quickly out there is crazy. Then to get your psionic cards back into your deck after thinning out your deck, it's gonna be really strong with her. She's gonna be really strong for that. Civil War box would be cool. I'm hoping, man. Really am. So I guess they'll do a Defenders and Heroes for Hire cycle, which is odd with Heroes for Hire. Trait is Luke Cage and Iron Fist bugging me. I think they'll just forget that Hero for Hire existed. To be completely honest. Kind of like Gamma Trait. It's ridiculous we don't have Falcon or Winter Soldier yet. I agree. And that's the thing. There's still like a lot of not old, but there's other Avengers that they could do still that they haven't really touched. I'm still shocked that we haven't done a Jane Foster hero yet. So there's a lot they could still do. Mr. Sinister comes in the same wave and Sinister gain more power if you put stats on him. I think they're really doing a good job of like planning this stuff out. Protection, she wants to ready to get the stats from her weapons. Yes. And then Brain, it's when she exhausts, she readies up one of her resource generators, right? Like that's a thing too. So like even with that, with protection, then she can just keep doing it over and over and over. Nova starts with 2 resource generators. What 2? Starts with his helmet, which is 1, and you can ready it up, sure, but it's a process. You can hold on, wait. Now I need to actually pull up a website. She could flip one. Does she flip it? Oh, it's flipping it. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah. You don't ready up, you flip it. Also, Nova is kind of crazy strong, though. Like, crazy strong. And the other thing with her is that her stat line is going to be starting off, what, 312, can go to 132. It's going to be crazy. She readies them from her upgrade. Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think and then you have to like discard the upgrade or something like that. She seems like a lot of confused stun heroes are getting tools to combat stalwart and ready. Rogue also being able to stun, confuse, or do something else. Hopefully we'll get Mockingbird hero just because she'll have to be the stun lock hero. That'd be cool. So having a non-red skull box hero for hire too. Can anyone guess who? I can't guess, but I can look it up. There's 2 different traits under Marvel CDB for hero for hire. Okay, so there's one in the core box. For the extra hint if anyone needs it. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah, there's one in the core box. Confused is good, but remember we have had pheromones for a long time. Sure. Second best champion for Nova. Who's your first? I assume Valkyrie. Wonder how they'll do Doctor Doom or even Galactus. Galactus should be crazy, right? I feel like Galactus should be really hard. Hoping there's a lot of cool things they could do with him. I think that's the one thing with the Fantastic Four box. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting villains they can do for it, for sure. For sure. Yeah. All right. I think soon we will be doing our hostage negotiator. But before we do, YouTube, if you're watching, do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done that yet. It'd be appreciated. Be awesome if they make a mega multiplayer Galactus scenario. Do you think they'll make him a lot like Kang? That'd be my best guess, right? We're still missing some Spider villains. We're missing so much from Spider-Man still. Crazy amount. And champion, as in the champion's the team. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Miss Marvel is dope, though. She is good. She is good. All right. All right. I guess we should slowly get to finishing my career because this might take about 3 hours tonight. Can't believe we're in this far into the game and we don't have Kingpin. It's too closely related to Daredevil. No, make zones. You have to travel around to fight him or fight off minions. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, I like that idea. That's cool. I think that's a good idea. Okay. Let's pop down to the table. Let's talk a bit about my campaign and how poorly it's going. And we can try to catch people up on the story that weren't here last time. Defenders Heroes for Hire release villain, hopefully. You all have a lot of hope on the Defenders, but I don't see that happening. Yeah. Yeah, he is a classic. Or Kingpin was a classic villain. Yeah, and he could have been great. All right, so for those that don't know, we were playing Hostage Negotiator. I'm going through the career, and for those that are interested in Final Girl, my guess is going to be near the end of Final Girl's like playing. They're going to do something like this, which is career. Hope is all we have. I know, right? So I think they're gonna do something like this for the end of Final Girl, which will hopefully be really cool because the career mode actually makes this game a lot better. It makes it a lot more fun. So we'll see. So many mats. They have 2 versions of these mats, and I have both of them because I'm a psychopath. And they have 2 versions of these mats, which I also have both of them because why not? Don't judge me too much. Basically, I have a problem where if I really like a game, I just go all in on it and spend way too much money. But here we are. Okay, so in our career, just to give some people some background of what's been going on. Let me look at my cards really fast. We decided to tell Tony about some stuff, which I don't really remember. We endured hazing. We were really good at getting hazed, and we were really kind of happy about it. We called the matriarch to ask her for some advice. We have some legal issues because we kind of just like put up some red tape that shouldn't have been there. We hooked up with our boss, and it turns out we're married. So that didn't go well. Like, great at all. So there's that. We also sabotaged one of our coworkers who is number 2 in the class, and she kind of went crazy and is now coming after us. So that's not great. We can't get our reports done on time. That's for sure, which that's been kind of a bummer for us. We did not save her spouse. She got kidnapped and died. So it's been a great thing. We are also taking bribes from a journalist to give them insider information. We have a dog. We are not cat people. So that was good. And we've had some weird dreams. And yeah, we decided to mingle with Valerie maybe a little too much. So that's the rough story. We're halfway through the career. We will be on year 6. So, all right. So career mode makes takes hostage negotiator from a good game to a great game. Agreed. 100%. Career mode is much better than the OG hostage negotiator. I agree, Brian. Hopefully you're doing well, Brian. I don't think I saw you yet, but I agree a lot. Warfighter. Warfighter by DVG Games is the amazing solo game you haven't tried. Personally, I prefer the World War II variant. I have not tried that. I'll have to try that. See, Jay, just because it's not Marvel Champions, you're going to sign off, and then now you're all interested in the story. Could you have made any worse life decision? I literally, that's the other part with our life so far. As a hostage negotiator, we have yet to have a successful hostage negotiation. So we've got that on our resume too, and we're still an officer. Oh, and we're moderately corrupt. I forgot that too. But we have gotten some vacation time, so that's been fun. So, what kind of crazy game is this? The best kind. This is like every 80s cop movie storyline roll into one movie. Okay, so I didn't choose. Here's the other half of this story. This entire story was decided by Twitch and YouTube chat last stream. And you all are going to continue choosing these terrible things and see if it works out. So it's not my fault. You all just want me to not do well. We're gonna shuffle up our personal problems right now, which is we have 2 stressors of regret and 1 of debt. I don't know what we're gonna get yet, but we'll see. Good evening, all. Hey, JJ, how's it going, man? Has the negotiator developed a serious substance abuse problem yet? I think he's due. You know what? This personal stack is pretty thick. There's a chance it's coming up. I've decided I may give Burn Cycle a shot. Cloud Spire doesn't interest me, and I'll be getting too many bones eventually. Nice. Twitch and YouTube voters are just terrible directors. Basically. That night of a Zoom meeting in 10 minutes. You don't need to be on it. I called your coworkers for the Zoom meeting. They said, we're good. They don't need you. Chat made choices that make sense. Why you have ruined this character's life. Chat is literally the most evil thing. Chat just doesn't want me to succeed at life. That's okay. I get it. Okay, so let's talk about our first stressor, what we got going on, because you all are gonna have to make a choice. So get ready. You can't stop thinking about that stupid decision you made and how you would have done things differently if you could go back. We don't know what the decision is because I've made a lot of stupid decisions. Like a lot. So we could take the bull by the horns and try to correct the mistake, or let it be. Maybe letting your emotions drive your actions is not a good idea. So chat, here's your chance. Do we fix our past mistakes? Yes, no. Fix our past mistakes. Yes, no. Okay. It's recovery. Okay. Workout with ditch for sure. Fair enough. Chat loves marble races. All right. So again, we could take the bull by the horns and try to correct the mistake of our debt. This is this is regret. This might be related to our wife who's dead anyway. So just FYI. Let it be. Maybe letting your emotions drive your actions is not a good idea. I think we also have stressors with Rivalry too, which is not great. So make sure to vote. Got about 2 minutes. Diamond's Edge, how's it going, man? So to be clear, you did not save the first hostage. I have saved none of the hostages. That's not true. I've saved hostages, a couple. But I have not captured an abductor, I guess is the best way to put that. So obviously things are going well. How have you not been fired? Oh, I guess that's an important point too that I might not have brought up. I've slept with my boss, so that's how. It's a very weird situation I got going on. To be honest, it's not a great situation, but it works. So, you know. All right, so Twitch, you're almost done voting. Networking. That's one way to put it. Twitch is almost done voting. They are voting no, and YouTube is split 50-50 on this. So that's interesting. Big Ferrari strategy team look like they... That is true. That is true, actually. All right, so we are not fixing our past mistakes. We're going to just let it be. Let's try not to fix anything. That's probably better or the best for everyone. Okay, so time and a lot of trips to your personal counselor helps to heal the feeling of regret, and eventually you come to terms with it. It is what it is, as they say. All right, gain stress or debt. So we gain another stressor of debt now. Apparently we have debt problems. All right, our career stress and our personal stress each go down 1. So that's cool. All right, so that wasn't bad. Proceed to this year's career event. Networking being slang for sleep with the boss. Basically, yeah. Finally got tokens. Nice. For buy the same token. I thought we established it wasn't me. That's true. We did establish it wasn't me. I think she believed it too. Traits stress for debt. Right? How are you not stressed about the debt? That's what I don't understand. All right. Let's look at my career year 6. And you're going to have to vote again soon. So get ready, chat. You got into real denial about what happened, acting like things are all the same. Only one day, the facade comes down, and during a routine training exercise, you lose it and completely break down crying. A real ugly cry. They had to add that because I'm not a pretty crier. It is disgusting. The Dubro dickheads at training laugh and tell you to suck it up. A woman in attendance ignores them, helps you to your feet, and walks you to the station psych office. Before leaving, she asks, "Are you okay? Is there anything I can do?" I could talk to the woman, or I could talk to the psychologist. I have to add Lieutenant Jackson. All right, wait. Gonzalo, Lieutenant Jackson, Circle of Automa, Incognito. Sharp not in here? All right, whatever. Needs to get shuffled in. Think of Rodgers joining the Jets? Sure, whatever. It's not going to help him. All right. The Jets are so bad. I'm not even worried about that. What? Oh, wait. Who do we talk to? The woman? The psych. Who we talk to? The woman? The psych. All right. Time to vote. You have 2 minutes. Go. To be clear, what's the goal of this game? Finish the campaign at this point and not kill too many people. We've killed half the people in this city, unfortunately. Or we haven't killed. We've let half the people die, I guess is the better way to put it. It helps with their offense. Could be decent. We'll see. Run hotter. I know how we roll. We are basic. I think there are 10 scenarios. Yes, there are 10. There are 10. I mean, this is number 6. But it's the Jets. Yeah, exactly. All right, so everyone so far is voting for the woman, which is interesting. The Chargers are very good at losing, so that makes sense too. All right. Got about 30 seconds left. Just shuffle this one last time. I think we did have one scenario because I was editing the first game of this. We had one scenario where we lost in like 5 minutes. It was really bad. All right. Twitch is about done and YouTube's about done voting for the woman, apparently. Apparently, you all don't think I need mental help. So that's, I think, thank you. Ninja. All right. So we talked to the woman. Oh, boy. Okay. I'm sorry about these assholes. Trust me, I have to deal with them a lot. It isn't easy being a woman, much less a gay woman in our profession. But much like you getting emotional, neither of these things prevents me from being a successful hostage negotiator. They call me Satori. And I say, cry all you want, when you want, and why you want. It only makes you human, officer. You lunge towards Satori and wrap your arms around her, crying into her shoulder for a good 5 minutes. Again, it's an ugly cry. I feel like this is important to note. Now, let's go finish training. So my career stress goes down by 2. But it can never go lower than my corruption level. So it only goes down by 1. We gain a reward CPR or reward digital forensics. I feel like I want digital forensics. Yeah, we'll take one of the digital forensics. You may look at one unrevealed demand once per negotiation. Okay, cool. Sounds good. All right. Now, it may be the hardest year of your life, but that only moves you to save as many lives as you can. We have not done a great job of that, so let's see how that goes. And draw a campaign abductor, and we are doing the Circle of Automa, which is a special scenario. There's a ton of these cards. I don't remember how the rules work. Okay, here we go. So it's a cult we have to deal with. That's what we're going to be dealing with. Is under siege by the FBI and you have been called in to negotiate. There are a few new rules to go over when adding these cards to hostage negotiation. The abductor deck. The cult members represent by the circle of Automa abductor deck. In game terms, the cult members are both abductors and hostages. Do not use the second in command scenario for this card. Okay, easy. During setup, shuffle the circle of Automa abductor cards and place them in the face-up pile creating the abductor deck. You may look through the deck at any time during the game, but must keep the cards in order. The abductor is on top of the deck at any time as the current abductor. At the end of every terror phase, place the current abductor on the bottom of the deck. Thus, the card below it becomes a new one. Are they all the same? Okay, weird. All conversation cards that have at least one hostage save effect known as the extraction cards anytime. Anytime you resolve an extraction card, you must first make a firefight check. To make a firefight check, simply roll the threat die. Okay. Like other threat rolls, you may convert 4s. Okay. Hostages may only be saved by achieving results. Okay. If you reduce the threat level S. Okay. So you have to do the extraction cards. That's really the threats. Okay. Dinner discussions pod. How's it going? Hopefully doing well. Because everyone else is busy, basically. What's the worst that can happen? They are all dead, maybe? That's true. And if they're all dead, does it really matter? Alright, there's extra conversation cards. A convenient distraction. Alright, so do I just pick one at random? I don't fully understand how this scenario works, but yeah, we'll just roll with it. I'm sure I can figure it out. So I'll read the other side. First, the Circle of Automa believes that everything exists within a universal sphere. They also believe it is a universe whose clockwork nature is soiled by the chaos of humanity's insistence of individuality and freedom of choice. Ah, dang you, choice. Will you post this playthrough on your channel? Yeah. The first one, it just takes a while to edit. So, but yeah, it will definitely go up on the channel for sure. As directed by the religious text, the sphere, the cult members wear shapeless robes and refuse names. In circular order, that they take turns being the faceless voice of the Automa, their so-called creator and controller. Okay. Shuffle the circle and place them in the face-up pile to create the abductor deck. Alright, so this is the abductor deck. Okay, cool. So, at the end of every terror phase, place. Alright, so every terror phase is a new person. Okay, so we need to do our terror cards. What's the worst that happened? They're all dead anyway. I know, right? Like, if we lose these people, what does it really matter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is really just for me to get like a boost in life that, like, hey, I can actually win one. All right, so really quick. Firefight, whatever. Oh no, we still have hostages. That stinks. I don't know how many hostages though. When the hostage pool is empty and at least half the hostages have been saved, the game ends in victory. Okay. How many do we start with? Because there's no... Oh, I guess we should put in the normal cultist. The infidel must rescind. That's that one. Circle. Okay. So 9 hostages come in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They probably should have said you start with a normal cultist, but sure, whatever. And cult. Where's the cult meatball? No. He looks close enough. A 4 for the cultist. Oh, wait. It's probably this one. All right, cool. I think we're set up. Mostly good to go. We got our 0 cards. So the only way we can get people out, basically, is who they talk to. All right, we'll worry about that in a second. All right, so we have to save people only from using the extraction card. So let's pop down to the table, get a little bit closer so you can see a bit easier. The abductors eliminated, treated as a death. So we don't want abductors to be eliminated. Wait, on. Could I talk to you? Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're fine there. Okay. Finally figured out. We're good. Let's do this. So we want to I guess save people. So we need to get more tokens. So let's tell them to keep their cool. We can use our special die that we opened from that one box and a regular die. All right, so at least 1 success. I think that's fine. We'll do the 1 success so it goes down to 3. Let's reveal a demand so that doesn't like mess us up later on. All right, throw away 2 cards to actually succeed. Let's get rid of our 2 small talks. Let's see what the escape demand is. Reveal the major demand. Yeah, I guess we could do the major one first. Also, welcome, Brian. Hopefully you're doing well. Have you tried siding with the criminal? I have better luck. That's for sure. All right, so major demand. The infidel must recant. Spend 4 conversation points to concede during any conversation. This demand is automatically conceded if the angry cult is extracted or eliminated. To concede during any conversation. This demand is automatically conceded if the angry cultist. Alright, so there's no angry cultist. Alright, if the final was. Alright, so we have to figure that out. Oh shoot, what did I just throw away? Those 2 cards, I still have demands and keep cool. We'll do the other demand so that doesn't mess us up. Alright, we got a success. So we can reveal the escape demand. Getting both the demands out there is kind of huge. Spend 2 conversation points to concede during any conversation to resolve all extractions this turn without firefight checks. Interesting. All right. That's all we'll do. We will throw these away. Not throw them away, but just move them aside. Steven, thanks for subbing, I think, on YouTube. Hopefully you're doing well. Arkham is loading the cult for this scenario. Exactly. Doing them in the path to Carcosa. I wish. So we have 1 card, and that's it. So that's solid. All right, so we can't spend anything, which is fine. Then they go. So it's at the end we have to flip the cultist. Is that what I said? At the end of every terror phase. Okay, so terror. Place the threat level marker back on the starting threat level. Okay, good. I'm happy that we are doing that. So it's back to 4. Then the cultist goes to the bottom. So now it's the impatient cultist. While current abductor, after resolving each face-up conversation card, make a threat roll with the die. If you fail, ugh, that's tough. Then it's the end of the conversation. But that's okay. I only have one card anyway, so we shall use that one card to try to tell them to keep their cool, man. Just keep it cool. All right, so we got a success. So it goes back to 3. After resolving each face-up conversation, make a threat roll. It did fail, so the conversation ends, but that's fine. That's fine. So we're going to buy our free cards back, and then this one goes out of play. And then now it's their turn. Terror card. Threat goes back up by 1. And the bottom half doesn't get done because we revealed all their demands. We know everything that they're trying to do. We switch cultist to the kind cultist. Play only one conversation card face down when converting a double card to a success. All right, that's cool. So let's do small talk then, right? Hey, double success. Let's go. Sure, we can just put that there for now. Okay, so double success. We get 3 conversation points. Let's do some more small talk. All right, so we only have to throw 1 conversation card down. So we'll do the reveal demand one. So we get a success, which means this now goes up by 2. So we're up to 5. I think we're going to end it there so that we can buy our free card back. And we have to get 5. So we want to do the extraction cards, right? Let's do 1, 2, 3 to get the minor extraction. 1, 2 to get each of the what I meant was. And these go out of play. All right, cool. That was our spend phase. Now the terror phase. We make a die roll. Make a threat roll. I have failed it. So someone dies, which is not great. So hostage gets killed. And then when a hostage is killed, remove a circle of Automa abductor card from the top of the deck and move it to the hostage piece killed. All right, so the kind cultist is now gone. So the kind cultist died, unfortunately. So that kind of stinks, but you know, here we are. And now it's our turn. So now it's the meek cultist. Roll a die during threat rolls for extraction cards. Oh, okay. Well, we have an extraction card, so we might as well use it, right? So we can roll minor extraction, and we get 3 dice now. So that's kind of nice. All right, so 1 success is what we got. So the threat goes up by 1, and we save a hostage. So we save, again, the top cultist card. So now it's the arrogant cultist. You may pay 2 conversation points during the conversation phase for -1 threat. If you do not do this, and the arrogant cultist is the current abductor and it ends, the threat goes up by 1. All right, so we'll reveal our demands because we want to pay him 2 conversation points. We have to get rid of a die. All right, so a success, and we can throw away 2 cards. I will throw away Keep Cool and the other one. So it's 2 successes. We get 2 conversation points. I think that's all we're going to do with that because we'll use the 2 conversation points to make this go down to 4. Then we'll end our phase. Sit down reward of this? No, I haven't. I have it, I think. I think I have all the extra stuff. But I haven't seen it. I'm also not the biggest fan of Shut Up and Sit Down. The hostage diet or the cultist? Both. They count exactly the same. So the cultists are the hostages, basically. It's like a weird scenario. So I saved a hostage, which was a cultist, and then another one died, who's also a cultist. All right, so tarot card. Discard half their main red tarot cards. Oh my god. 5, 6. That'd be 3 cards. That's fine. We'll discard 3 cards. Arrogant cultist goes to the bottom. Militant cultist. When she becomes the current abductor, you get +1 in threat. While current abductor, when you play an extraction card, make an additional firefight. Oh, I never did the firefight check. Shoot. I completely forgot about that thing. All right, so I was supposed to make a firefight check. I didn't. My bad. So terror. So somebody else might have died, but whatever. My bad. All right, so let's play small talk. All right, success gives us +2. And we'll play, what are your demands? Which is a fail. That's up to 6. That's rough. We'll try to keep her cool. All right, which is a success, which we'll leave. So that's up to a 5. We'll probably keep it there. And then I'll throw away small talk to get another conversation point so I can get minor extraction. So I can buy that. All this stuff going on in your character's life, not surprised you forgot something. I know, right? It was inevitable. All right, so we get the free cards back. All right, other free cards go off to the side. All right, cool. Terror card. Okay, someone died. So a hostage died, and the militant hostage or cultist actually died. So now it's the angry cultist. While current abductor, if conversation ends, then the threat goes up by 1. I assume that's all that happens. Spend 4 conversation points during any conversation. Demand is automatically conceded if the angry cultist is extracted or eliminated. All right, we have to pay attention to that. All right. Cool. So let's do an extraction, right? Sure, this may end in a firefight, and I have to actually pay attention to that, but here we are. All right, so a success. So we have to do a firefight check, which basically means all conversation cards that have at least one extraction card. Anytime you like to resolve an extraction card, you must first make a firefight check. Okay, so I have to first do that. Okay, so somebody died, but I think you still do the rest of it. Then you resolve the card. Okay, so I'm going to say I resolve the card, which is I saved the hostage. He goes away. So they're just dropping like flies. All right. Named after their personality traits, right? It really is. All right, we're going to try to reveal a demand. Or by reveal a demand, try to get +2. Yeah, let's throw away 2 cards for a success. We get 1 point. So we'll take this one. And we'll take the free cards. It goes back down to 0. All right, free card 1. Minor extraction. Oops. It goes down here. All right, tarot cards are getting near the end. Draw and resolve the next red tarot card. Okay, that's not great. +1 threat. Also not great. And new cultist is... we're back to the normal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh, yeah. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. All right, so we're back on the normal cultist at least. All right, we need to make some small talk because we need to try to get some more extraction cards. Okay, that's fine. We'll take the 2. We'll try some more small talk. I'm going to re-roll a die. Okay, we failed. I'm going to throw away 2 cards so we get 1 success, which means we get 2 conversation points. That's up to 4. We'll spend 3 to get the minor extraction. And we'll spend 1 to get what I meant was. And then we'll get our free cards. Very considerate cultists. They are very nice about things. You know, I mean, I guess they don't really want to die. So I guess that's good. All right, so now we resolve the terror card. Discard conversation cards until you have 4 or fewer in your hand. Joke's on you. I only have 4. This one switches. So spend 4 conversation points to concede during any conversation. We have the impatient one. So we're resolving each face-up conversation card. Make a threat roll with plus die. If you fail, conversation ends. Okay. So spend 4 conversation points to concede during any conversation. This demand is automatically conceded if the angry is extracted or eliminated. Oh, shoot. Did he die? The angry one? He did die. All right. So we did concede this technically already because the angry cultist is gone. I just completely forgot. All right. So now we have the impatient one. So while the current abductor, after resolving each face-up conversation card, make a threat roll with plus die. If I fail, then the conversation ends. Your boss says you are very good at small talk. I know, right? I think so too. So really quick, this is the last one. After this event, you may spend conversation points right away. So we're going to spend conversation points to get all of our free cards. And now we're going to make things work because this is the very end. All right, first I want to do is some small talk. So after resolving each face-up conversation card. All right, so a success. We can throw away 2 cards for another success. I think we will do that. We're going to throw away 2 cards so we get 3. Now, after that, we do a threat roll with 3 dice. Oh my gosh. We're going to play this. Oh, wait, shoot. What am I doing? I'm going to play this card for the threat roll. So we can re-roll a die. All right, good. We got a success. So he's not so impatient now. So that's good. So we're going to use our 3 points because we can buy now during the game to get minor extraction, right? So let's do a minor extraction. Hey, double success. Okay, let's go. Oh, wait, I have to do a firefight first. Shoot. Let me do that really fast. Okay, so somebody died. He died. They died. Then I do the successes, which is 2 of them. So these 2 go away. It's all down to us and the normal cultist now. So what happens is, I need to actually do this correctly now because this matters. So we're going to do the minor extraction. We have to do the firefight first this time, so I stop forgetting. Brian, thank you. Yeah. So this is the last one left. If I save him, I win. Well, first I have to not kill him in the firefight. So let's start with that. Actually, let's roll the green die first. Okay, so we have to throw away 2 cards, which we can do. We'll throw away 2 cards so that we have succeeded at the firefight. So now we can actually do the extraction. We just need a success. 1 success. We should throw away 2 cards, which we'll do. Change that to a success. We have saved a hostage. It took a cult, but we actually won. We actually won a game. All right. Night 2 is going much better than night 1. All right, so that is 5 saves versus 4 losses. So 4 people did die, unfortunately. But we have saved the majority of the cultists. Sure, I may have cheated just a little bit. But, you know, I think we did a pretty decent job overall. Is empty and at least half the hostages. All right, cool. Cool. So, Circle of Automa has been saved. They have been saved. These 4 are dead, though. So they go out of the giant pool. These get added to the giant. Actually, we'll save these for the side now. Winner. It doesn't happen often in this game, but when it does, well, it does at least this one time. All right, cool. That's what it feels like to win, huh? Interesting. Okay, so that was the abductor. We'll get rid of this. We'll do the personal card. I guess we'll do that now. All right. Get ready, chat. We're going to have to vote. One night, by sheer coincidence, you meet someone who is another negotiator across town. If you own any negotiator cards, shuffle them and draw one at random. Replace name of this card with the nickname of the negotiator card or the negotiator if you don't have one. They call me Name. Pleasure to meet you. All right, so should we share stories or ask for tips? What should we do with this person? Share stories. Ask for tips. All right, so what should we do? Share stories or ask for tips? And then while you all are voting, I will clean this up. All right, so we have that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have all of them. Cool. Was there major demand? There it is. Major demand. Okay, cool. Cool. So that all goes back. That is that. Second in command can come back. Where's our threat deck? It's over here. Take a serious look at Final Girl. Which season 1 girl should I be looking at? So I would say the basic one is pretty good. Hans is pretty good. The only one that was really, really hard that I struggled with, that I kind of got annoyed with, was the puppet one, Geppetto or whatever. That one was really hard. I did poor at it. The Freddy Krueger one wasn't bad. What was the other one? I guess that was Dr. Fright. There's another one that was kind of rough. Dr. Fright's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting for sure. I mean, Final Girl is a great game. I would highly recommend Final Girl. All right, got about 30 seconds left. So to be clear, you did okay. I didn't do just okay. I crushed it compared to what my resume has looked like before this. So I think my boss, who I'm sleeping with, would be very, very proud of me right now. We will find out. All right, ask for tips. All right, everyone is saying to ask for tips. Like literally all of chat said to ask for tips. So, because you all know how poor I am at this. All right, you love picking the brain of another negotiator, especially when they have more experience than you. There's this one thing I always like to do that gets great results, says name, before elaborating on a specific tactic. Now, that's definitely something you can use. You may exchange any one set of your conversation cards costing 2 with a different set from ones in the box and add them to your conversation card set. Is there a difference? Oh, there is a difference. Oh, these cards play differently. What? I should have been using the female one this whole time. Her cards are so much better. Yo, okay. There's a thing called You Talk, I'll Listen, which is kind of dope. You may exchange any one set of your conversation cards costing 2 with a different set. All right, I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to put You Talk, I'll Listen, and You Need to Trust Me. We're going to switch out. I don't like trust, so we're going to be that one now, which looks cool. Farewell, kind cultist. You're too good for this sinful earth. Your boss is overjoyed she's still alive. All right, cool. So, mark your career sheet with the results of the negotiation if one occurred this year. When? Let's go. Yes, the female of the crime wave expansion. Okay, I just thought they were just female cards. I didn't think they were actually different because it shows how ignorant I am and didn't look at things. So, successful negotiation, roll for promotion. I was supposed to roll for a promotion anyway. Roll for promotion after each career card is resolved. Actually, I should have done that first. So wait, let me roll for promotion. This be a 3 or higher. It's a 5. I do get promoted. So this promotion card should have gone away. With that being said, I have to remember how promotions work because it matters. So we had a promotion and reward card, so that's why I'm doing that. How do you roll for promotions? All right, so you'll be tracking your merit throughout it. Merit checks are like stress checks with a few differences. Usually this involves rolling to see if you get promoted. If the card calls for you to check for promotion and you meet or exceed the merit level on that, you will make a merit check. Roll 1 die. Wait. Oh, the merit level. Yeah. The merit was high enough. It was at 1. So now I'm a detective. All right, roll 1 die and the result is lower than your... Oh, wait, lower than your current merit. No, I failed. Okay, so I don't use this promotion card. I did not get promoted yet, technically. Recent is your merit by the number of your... Okay. Okay, there we go. So I was supposed to roll for promotion. It's supposed to be lower, not higher. That makes more sense. So it didn't happen. Now I get to actually roll for a promotion. Oops, not that die. Okay, I failed once again. So I never get promoted. If you were not promoted, +1 merit. So I'm up to 4 merit at least. All right, so that's the end of the personal card. That's the end of that card. We now get to see our stressors in life. I thought merit was the other way because the other cards are you have to roll higher or whatever. Merit is actually lower or the same. We did not do that. And still not promoted. I'm really, really not great at what I do. I also don't know what I do here. I'm going to be honest. Let me just put detective behind here because I really think I'm going to get promoted. All right, so let us look at our debt. This is stress. Probably giving your boss me eyes during the interview. Probably, right? I think it would work well. Okay. So. Ooh, this is fun. So this is what this says. We have to vote soon. He's bad at it. Womp, womp, womp. You are slowly making headway on your debt. You decide, or now I could do 2 different things. You decide to ask for a raise based on your performance on the job. We did finally get a win. So, or you keep the pace and let the raises happen when it happens. So, do we ask for a raise? Remember, we have finally succeeded. They have not fired us. They have not fired us. So we finally exceeded what it seems like we're supposed to be doing. But, you know. With our luck, it's going to be like, if you won at least half of the scenarios. Which I can safely say we have not. All right, while you all are voting, oops, I will be right back. Give me 2 seconds. I'll just leave this screen up so you can all hang out for a bit. Okay, chat. I'm back. What sort of raise your boss after? Who knows? Oh shoot. Where'd my poll go? View results. Let's see what you all voted. Did everyone vote yes for a raise? You all voted yes for a raise. It's all about the Benjamins. That's true. All right. Let's ask for a raise based on our job performance. In case you all forgot, everyone's dying, but sure. Okay. The chief raises her eyebrow at you when you pop the question. Not that question, a raise question. Believe it or not, we were thinking about promoting you, but maybe just a salary increase will do. Personal stress is down 1. Make a career stress check. If you pass, gain reward promotion. All right, so to stress check her career has got to be higher. Yeah, it's got to be higher than your stress level. So our career stress is a 3 because we're corrupt. Hey, roll a 5 or a 6. I can't count. So I get promotion. I get reward promotion. Promotion. For your next promotion, your next promotion will automatically succeed. Remove this card from the game the next time your rank increases. Cool. Okay, so now proceed to this year's career event. Cool. All right, year 7. We're getting near the end, chat. We're getting near the end. So, this is an important question we have coming up. Okay, important question. If your rank is detective or below, discard this card and draw another year 7 card. Okay, we are detective or below, so we can't pick this one. The game has decided we are too bad. All right, let's try this one. Okay. All right, cool. Here we go. We can actually do this one. The chief brings you in. Simmons and Kowalski into our office. Oh, I'm sorry. Brings you, Simmons, and Kowalski into our office. Okay, here's the deal. One of you is getting a promotion. You are all qualified, and any one of you could do the job, mainly because I'm sleeping with her. So I'm just going to base it on who has the best performance over the next few weeks. Good luck, and I'll make my decision in a month. Dismissed. Should we focus on being Simmons or Kowalski? Focus on Simmons. Focus on Simmons. Kowalski. These are the important questions. The second one, they have a funny name. That is a valid argument to be made for sure. Kowalski. All right. We'll shuffle up these decks so that we can get them ready. Because we're probably going to have to do another abductor campaign. I don't know why we're doing that one. We already succeeded once. All right, halfway there for Twitch. Marlon Brando played Stanley Kowalski, and he was a boxer. Just saying. Any relation to Mike Wazowski? Mike Wazowski. All right. Twitch is focusing on Kolowski, and so is YouTube, which is always interesting that you all are agreeing. All right. And voting is almost done. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's sweet. All right, Kolowski won. So we are focused on beating Kolowski. Okay, so Kolowski got called first and performed strongly. Simmons isn't likely to be able to compete. Kolowski saved all the hostages, but the abductor escaped. If you capture or eliminate the abductor in your next negotiation, increase your rank before drawing the next personal card. All right. So we just have to capture or eliminate the abductor. So we don't even need to worry about hostages. We don't even need to win. We just need to shoot them in the face. This might be the first time you felt like a veteran. Everyone seems to look up to you and seek out for your guidance. I did successfully have the cult thing, and that's about it. Hostages have been taken. You are asked to support one of the newer negotiations. Draw on the campaign abductor. Instead of your conversation card set, take the conversation cards that are not in your set. Use those for this negotiation. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, so let's take the ones not in our set. I just got some good cards too, man. This is seduced a cult and that everyone loves you adds up, right? Okay, so now we gotta use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use some other cards. And see how this goes. Hostage X escort. You're in a tight spot. Use those. Okay. Cool. Now, our campaign card is going to be a Rivalry. All right, so Rivalry is our rival who has already escaped us once. She is kind of obsessed with us, so you know that's a thing we got going on. She might be a little crazy, but you know, whatever. All right, so some extra conversation cards. Not going to use this. Have to shuffle up our rival deck from last time. And then we'll use that major demand. All right. One escape demand. All right, so we'll use that one. I think these tarot cards have to be shuffled in at the end or something like that. Let me just double check that really fast. All right, so before building tarot deck, set aside. Oh, okay, that's right. So we put 2 of these in there. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then these get shuffled in. A shadow of the past? Yeah, exactly. All right, tarot cards. All right, cool. That is all good. We got the rival card. We have to flip the first one over. So whenever you do, what are your demands? Jeez, this thing is really stuck. Okay, so what are your demands? Are these 2 cards? So whenever we do it, we do a rivalry roll. All right. Let's do this. Oh, wait, how many hostages? So the threat starts on 4. And we get 8 hostages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I really need to start saving some hostages. So I do need to take her out in order to succeed. All right, so it's our turn. Let's tell her to keep cool, man. Just keep cool. All right, success. And throwing away 2 cards. We will do the 2 cards. So our conversation point goes up 1. Threat goes down by 1. Let's make some small talk then. Throw away 2 cards for a success. We will do that. So we get 3 conversation points. I'm going to spend all 3 on a hostage escort. This should go well. 5, 6. All right, cool. All right, cool. Bad card? Terror card, I should say. If you took her out when she winked at you, you wouldn't be here. That is true. Draw 1 rival card. If there aren't any left to draw, this card has no effect. Draw and resolve next terror card. Okay, so we get another rival card. Whenever the threat level goes up by at least 1, we have to make a roll. All right, we draw next terror card. Okay. So it's a fail. Somebody dies. Not great. All right. That is something. Now it's my turn. All I have is hostage escort. So we're going to hope for our best. Actually, camera's not zoomed in. Sorry about that. And we failed. Add 1 hostage to the pool. Okay. Probably not great. All right. So we'll just take all of our free cards back. And we'll put hostage escort back. It's not been the best strategy so far. Place the threat level back in the starting spot. So that was 4. All right. Now it's my turn. All right. We have to do the demand thing. We have to figure out what she wants. So it's whenever you resolve. Okay. All right, double success, reveal a demand, and get 2 conversation points. So we'll see where a major demand is. Spend 3 conversation points during any conversation to take up 2 available conversation cards of your choice in your hand. Okay. So now we have to roll a die. A 4 is we have to remove a conversation card that costs all 4 or 5. We'll do extend conversation. We'll get rid of that. All right. Rivalry done. Now let's reveal another demand. Let's do this again. Hopefully we succeed. Okay. +1 threat. And we did resolve it. So we do have to see where a rivalry roll is. A 6. Okay, it has no effect. That's actually kind of nice. Let's keep her cool now. Let's roll off of that. Hey, doubles. Oop. 1 success. It looked like a double, but it wasn't. So that goes down by 1. And then we'll ask her to keep her cool some more. Threat level goes down by 1 more. I also forgot to do this other rivalry one before. So let me do that really fast. It's a 4, so remove a 4 or a 5. Ugh. Let's get rid of little compromises. All right, we'll hold on to these. We'll buy 2 cost cards. I don't like any of the 2 cost ones. We'll do the consider this and put all the free ones back. All right, that goes back down to 0. Conversation card. Minor demand. Concede during any conversation for take any conversation card from the available area into your hand for free. If you do so, the threat goes up by 2. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to concede this media coverage thing. The reason being is because we can get anything we want. I'm going to shoot her in the face with a sniper rifle. I'm hoping that's a winning strategy right there. So, I'm going to concede this. Take any conversation card from the available area into your hand for free. Secret extraction. No, not secret extraction. All snipers engage targets. Penalty for conceding this. It's +2 threat. Now, when the threat increases, a 5, so you have to get rid of a 6, 7, or 8 card. Okay, we'll get rid of the 8. I like the 6 still. All right. So now we're going to do all snipers engage targets. We need to eliminate her. All right, success. Let's also throw away 2 cards so that we get Abductor eliminated. So Valerie Stone has been eliminated. Now, the second command comes into play, and we'll do that in a second. And that's that. Okay, so replace the Abductor card if the Abductor is eliminated and hostages still remain in the hostage pool, which they do. So we kill per threat level increase, but we'll never kill the last hostage in the pool. The second in command may not be eliminated. He will surrender immediately when there are no hostages in the hostage pool. Right? So we took her out. So basically, anytime that they kill someone, or I'm sorry, every time the threat level increases, we kill someone off. So that's going to be that. So we're going to do some small talk now. After I just eliminated somebody. All right, so we get +2 conversation. Oops, gives to 2. Okay, cool. That's gonna be the end of my phase. I'm gonna spy, take a breath. That goes down to 0. We'll buy our free cards back. And then these will go back in. Now we are doing very well right now. The secret is you just shoot them all. All right. Has a little patience and okay. Tarot card is a minor demand for water. Concede during any conversation. Until the end of conversation, you get an extra roll. All right. Let us. I don't think we do the rival cards now, right? We don't have a rival anymore. So I assume the rival cards get thrown away. I feel like I should not have rivals. Oh, no. We'll have to figure that out. All right. So we do want to reveal a demand, though. So decide if rivals would happen or not on this. All right. We'll throw away 2 to reveal a demand. We'll throw away a reveal demand. And a keep cool. So we get 1 success to reveal a demand. This is the escape demand. All right. That's fine. Do we think you roll the rivalry still? I mean, a rival is dead, so I assume we wouldn't. Like, thematically, it doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to get rid of it. All these rival cards. Because she doesn't exist anymore. All right, let's just take a breath. Let's try that. So 2 cards to throw away to succeed. Yeah, let's do that. So we could do -1 threat. All right, that goes there. All right, now we are out of cards. So let's just take the 2 free ones and put all of these back. All right, all of them go there. Cool. Tarot card. Roll a die. If the result is less than or equal to the current threat level. It's 3. So 1 hostage dies. All right, let's make some small talk then. See if we can get some conversation points going. 1 success, we get 2 conversation points. And then we'll make some more small talk. Just talking, just hanging out, having a good time. All right, we failed. So we get third and the conversation ends. So with our 3 points, we'll get hostage escort. And keep our free cards. All right, terror card. We kill a hostage. Okay, they're just dropping left to right. Let us do first hostage escort. Let's see if we can save some hostages. Probably be a good idea. Oh, jeez. Success. Double success. So we saved 2 hostages. Should I keep her cool? See if we can lower the threat at all. Okay, 1 success. Threat does go down to 3. Cool. We'll try to keep her cool some more. Just keeping her cool. I think we're doing a good job with that. Throw away 2 cards to succeed. Yeah, let's do that. So we go down to now 2, and then we have no cards left and no conversation points. So we'll just take the 2 free cards. And then we'll throw away the rest of these, which are all zeros except for hostage escort. All right, second in command now. We roll a die and add hostages. A 1. We add 3 hostages. Okay, our hostage pool up here is down to 1 die left because everyone keeps dying. It's not great. All right, let's make some small talk. All right, plus 2 conversation points. And we'll make some more small talk. Plus 2. All right. So we'll use 3 to buy a hostage escort and use 1 to consider this. And we'll get all of our free cards. And small talk goes in the pile. All right. Terror card is threat goes up by 1. When it increases, they kill a hostage. So that's cool. All right, let's do a hostage escort. Keep doing that, right? Ugh, throw away 4 cards for a success. 2, 3, 4. I think we are actually going to do that. Because I would like both successes so we can save 2 hostages. And that's going to be the end of that. We'll get our free cards back and we keep our 1 cost card. All right, we're hanging in there. Draw 1 rival card. No, this card has no effect. So we draw and resolve the next red terror card. Okay. There's a lot of demands they have. They now demand food with their water. Alright, so now it's our turn again. We're going to do some more small talking. Yeah, we'll just throw away 2 to get 2 conversation points, and that'll be the end of it. So we'll spend the 2 on just take a breath and get the free ones. All right, we are getting near the end of the game. So we need to kind of figure things out soon. Draw and resolve the next red terror card. There is not another one, so we can't do that. All right, so let's try to get them to keep their cool. Failed. Okay, -1 conversation point. Try to see what their demands are. All right, success. So we get 1 conversation points back down to 0. Let's try to just take a breath. A success. -1 threat. We'll try to ask them to keep their cool again. Try to get the threat lowered a bit more. There we go. All right, so we're down to 3 dice. So we will get rid of... No, actually, we'll spend this last card to roll 3 dice. See if we can get some conversation points. No, we failed. We failed, so we're out of 3 dice territory. That went poorly. Oops. Should have drawn those cards, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to be able to buy all the cards. For the rest of the game, no more hostages may be saved by reducing the threat level below S. Okay, that's fine. So now it's the end of the game, so we can buy all the cards we want. Let's try to do what are your demands. Actually, no. Before that, let's put that up there. Let's do keep cool. See if they can keep their cool so we can get 3 dice. Nope. All right, -1 conversation. Let's try to keep their cool again. Okay, -1 conversation. Try some small talk. 2 brings us back to the 0. Try some more small talk. All right, so we're up to 3. All right, so we can use 3 to buy hostage escort. Use that. And we fail. Add 1 hostage to the pool. Conversation ends. That's the end of that. So, 4 hostages have died. We have not succeeded, technically. If all still hostages in pool when the abductor is eliminated, remove the abductor and all demand cards. Oh, we're supposed to get rid of all the demand cards. Oh, well. The second in command card should now be visible in the abductor area to the left tableau. Demands may not be conceded. We didn't do that anyway. Any penalties from previously conceded demands no longer apply. You'll never kill. All right, so we just didn't win. Is basically what happened. The second in command kind of still won. I just want to check with that really fast. So the abductor didn't escape. Ooh, a hostage from the crew, hostage pool. Yeah, okay, so we won, or I'm sorry, we lost, but the abductor is gone. So Valerie doesn't exist anymore, so that's something. Okay, cool, figured it out. So after that, we could do the promotion thing, because that's the end of this. Because roll for promotion, after each career card is resolved, we did that, we resolved the career, and then we can use the other promotion card. That's a single use. You roll your next roll for promotion automatically succeeds. Remove this card from the game the next time your rank increases. So now we are a detective. And I think our merit goes down by 1 if I remember correctly. So, cool. Now we get to go to our personal cards. Let me just double check on merit that goes down. I think it does. When you promote, increase your rank in a career sheet. Then reduce your merit level by the number of your new rank. We reduce it by 2. Okay, immediately you can add any conversation card. Cost 4 grades to your conversation card set. All right, so immediately you may add any conversation card of cost 4 or greater to your conversation card set. Oh, okay. So we get to do this soon. Not. I know it says immediately, but we're not going to do that right just this second. All right. So let's put a few of these cards back. Okay. So now we go to our personal stressors, and we're going to vote. So get ready, chat. If you have any 2 CPR rewards and or digital forensics reward, discard this to draw another. I do have digital forensics. So we have to discard this to draw another. If it is year 5 or greater, it is discard, draw another. Okay. Here we go, chat. Not one of your best birthdays, just a crappy day at work, and you learn that your sick mother is back in the hospital. You open the door to your dwelling, flip on the lights, and surprise! All the guys and gals in the force are there with powdery hats on. Your mood instantly improves as Mick hands you a bottle of your favorite brew. Yingling. Have a good time, but know when to say when. Drink, and drink some more. Do we get drunk tonight? Do we get drunk tonight? Yes. Oops. No. All right, chat. Pull us up. We saved a bunch of hostages. Our hostage pool is very, very small now. I don't know what happens when you run out of hostage pieces, because a lot of them keep dying. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we might actually end up losing this because our hostage peace situation is not very good. But whatever. All right. So that. Demand. I think we're good there with Valerie. You live near the brewery? I'm also not too far away from it. It's a good brewery. It's fun. All right, escape demand, terror card, terror card, terror cards, terror cards. Now we have to put all of her cards away, plus our extra cards, and then get our other deck back out because we switch back. All right, so chat, you have voted to get drunk tonight. I am in PA. I'm on the eastern side above Philly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Let me get my cards back out. All right, cool. So, she's eliminated. Let's get drunk. Drink, 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 drink. All right, so the liquid flows and you leave all your worries in the bottle, emptying it of everything else. What was meant to be a good time becomes an awkward situation of avoid the drunk. Thanks, chat. Eventually, all your quote-unquote guests leave, and you take one last sip before the bottle slips from your hand and falls on the floor as you pass out on the couch. Gain stressor colleagues. Chat. Do you go to PAX Unplugged? I do. I was there last year in 2019, I want to say. I will probably be there again this year, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, mark your career sheet with the results. Okay. If 4 more hostages were killed. Oh, shoot. I don't remember. I remember it was not great. One, two, three, four. There were at least 4 hostages. Personal stress increases to 4. Unsuccessful negotiation, -1 merit. And more stress. So lots of stress and lots of bad merit going on. All right, cool. Cool. Let's look at our stressors. The problem now is We're on year 8. We don't have many pieces left. So that's not going to be super helpful. Oh, hey, our stressors are colleagues. All right, so you reconcile with your angry colleagues and actually make a few friends out of the whole ordeal. You're glad to finally put the stressful time behind you. But you will still get back at them one day, or let bygones be bygones. Okay, I was the drunk. So, should I get back at my colleagues? Yes or no? Should I get back at my colleagues? Yes, no. All right, chat, it's your turn to vote. Should I get back at my colleagues or not? And then whatever is next, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our hostage pool is only 9 people. So if it's higher than 9 and we can't do it, we lose and we resign in disgrace. So, you know, that could be good. All right. Oh, that zoomed out. Okay, cool. All right, so Twitch is saying we should not get back at our colleagues, and YouTube is even. So far we are not getting revenge, which is probably the right choice, chat. Shuffle these up. Okay. All right, a no, and it's even. Cool. So, we let bygones be bygones, which is probably the smarter choice. You push aside the nagging voice in your head telling you to get revenge. Part of being a professional is not succumbing to those emotions. Gain trait restraint. Trait restraint. Let's do that. You now have the restraint trait. Doesn't mean anything yet, but it might in the future. Oh, shoot. I forgot to add these to our thing. Over there. All right, cool. So, now we proceed to this year's event. Your colleagues inform you that internal affairs has come to the precinct and no one knows why. Should you be nervous? Roll a die and compare it to your corruption level. Okay. A 2. And I'm at 3. If the result is higher than your corruption level and you do not have defiant, we read this. All right, we are defiant and we are corrupt. So the Bobs sit down with you in the interrogation room and proceed to drill you on every activity you've been a part of. Every case, every negotiation, everything. It takes every ounce of you not to crack under the pressure, but somehow you manage by telling a bunch of lies. So we get career stress is now maxed out. Gain trait corrupt. We're already corrupt. And lose trait defiant. So we are no longer defiant. Okay. Get rid of defiant. Okay. Remove Donna, Elijah, Edward, the Sievers, and Arcane from the abductor deck if they are still there. All right, Elijah, Edward. Where's Donna? Donna, Arcane. So all the basic ones are now removed. They're no longer in the deck, and we draw a campaign card. Hey, Angus. Rate this. Final Girl is a better game, for sure. It's a more balanced and probably more fun game. The campaign in this game is a lot of fun. All the staplers. Gonna burn the place down. The campaign of this game is a lot of fun. Is it worth buying everything for it? Probably not. Final Girl, I would say, is the better bet overall. This game has its funness of just like a game of Final Girl takes like an hour, right? A game of this takes anywhere between like 15 and 45 minutes, which is kind of nice. So, but if you're starting between the two of them, I would suggest Final Girl first. All right, campaign card is Connor Ogden. All right. Connor, oh my God, it's 9 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have exactly 9. Okay, that's not great. All right, so Connor Ogden, to give you a rough idea who he is, he's the CEO of a billion-dollar company, just watch his empire crumble around him. The company's stock has plummeted in value, falling to nearly 70% in 2 days. Now, the board of directors has just informed Connor that he's being asked to step down. He does not have decisions such as this made for him. So he decided to show the board members that he is the one in charge, and it's not their position in the board that they are at risk of losing. The stakes are much, much higher. All right, retract. All right, starting demands. Retract determination. Face up. One other major demand. Then we'll do that one. And then we'll do his escape demand. No more than 4 conversation cards may be played during each conversation phase. Cards played face down do count toward this amount. Ooh, that's rough. Interested in this also. Cheers for the insight. Yeah, no problem. It's fine for what it is. I'll be honest. It's fine, but. Alright, so did I put his tarot cards in there? So, since it doesn't say. Oh wait, I think this is for later on. It doesn't say about his tarot cards, so I'm going to guess we don't put those into play. Spend 5 to concede during income. Ignore the abductor's ability for the rest of the game. There is no penalty. All right, so we want to spend 5 points for that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pick the top one. Cool. All right. Connor starts at a 4 threat. Do we have a big guy in a suit somewhere? There he is. Connor starts at 4 threat. All right, cool. Let's see how this goes. I want to get the 5 conversation point. Well, I want to do a lot of things. Let's small talk. Let's see what happens with that. Okay, 1 success. We get 2 conversation points. Try to keep her cool. Okay, failed. Cool. Try to reveal a demand. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can only have 4. Oh, God, I just threw a die. That didn't count because I threw this. All right, 1 success, reveal a demand, reveal his other major demand. This demand may not be conceded. At the end of each terror phase, roll a die. If the result is less than the threat level, Connor throws a board member out the window. Cool. All right, so we can only have 3 or 4, so we'll do small talk. And we failed it. So we get 1 conversation point and the conversation ends. All right, so we'll use the 2 to get you talk, I'll listen. Throw all these away. All right. First terror card is you kill the hostage and threat increases. So that's cool. All right. Let's try to do you talk, I'll listen. Okay, double fail. Threat increases, conversation ends. Cool. Well, we'll get our free cards back. Every time I push the die down, it rolls the wrong way for me. That's what I've learned. Roll a die. The result is less than your threat level. Oh, I was supposed to do this, the terror thing. Okay, so it was less and somebody died. We now have to do this, less than their threat level. Another hostage died. Increases the K now. All right, I think it's safe to say this is gonna be the end of our journey. That is less, so another hostage has died. All right, we only have 1 card or 1 die left to play, so we have to try to keep her cool now. See if we can do that. All right, we have to succeed, so we'll do reveal a demand and keep cool to lower this down, so we get 2 dice. We have to reveal another demand. This will be our 4 that we can play. Okay, I'm just giving myself that one. Reveal a demand, so it's escape, and we get 2 conversation points. Okay. We'll do you'll talk, I'll listen. And then these all go back. All right, that's a 0. Terror card is draw and resolve the next red terror card. Minor demands for water. Then we have to do when board members fly. A 5. Okay, another one died. All right, we're not going to win past this. Unfortunately, he's going to just kill everyone. We'll try doing small talk again. I need to, like, spend the 5 points is what I need to do. All right, so... No. Oh, no, I need to succeed. So we'll succeed to get 2 points, and then we're out. I'll spend the 2 on get you'll talk, I'll listen. Get these. Excuse me. All right, terror card. Hey, a moment of weakness. Let's go. We saved 1. All right, you talk, I'll listen. We'll try it again. 1 success, we get 2 conversation points. Okay. Try to see what your demands are. 1 success, we'll get a point. We'll try to keep her cool. Okay, that's obviously up. +1, threat goes down 1. Okay, I'm going to throw away a card to get my conversation up to 5. Then I'm going to spend 5 points so that we can now ignore his ability. So we can play more cards now. And then we will try to keep cool. And we fail at it, of course. Okay, cool. So we get our free cards back. And these all go back in. All right. +2 threat is not great because now it's up to K. Roll a die. It's lower. A hostage dies. All right, chat. This is going to be the end of our game. We failed. Okay, so that's the end of that. We get our points. I'm going to do what I meant was, and that is that. Bad card, concede conversations. That's fine. We roll a die. He's going to kill someone because it's going to be lower. He is just throwing board members left and right. Try to keep her cool. We can only roll 1 die. Okay. Let's throw away 2 cards so we succeed. So this goes up by 1. We can now roll 2 cards. Try to do small talk. And we failed. Okay. So we could do the one cost card and the free one, and all of these go back. All right. Terror card is +1 threat. So down to 1 die. We roll a die. It's going to be less, and they die. All the hostages are dead, except for one. That's going to be the end of our career. That's going to be the end of it, sadly. Technically, we could still have this one hostage left and read out the personal card. But that would be it. We would deal with the stressor, and the next thing is we'd have to deal with another campaign abductor. Yeah. And we don't have enough hostage pool. That huge new box you got, I will not be doing that tonight. But well, I'll talk about it in 1 second. But anyway, that's that game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You know, something different to play a little bit. Okay. So what we will do though, not tonight. Tonight I gotta record a video. I forgot to do the Reddit reply, and I should probably do that tonight. And then I gotta go have fun. So the one thing I will say is what we're gonna do now moving forward is I'm going to stream again on Sunday night. So not tomorrow night, next night. We'll do Marvel Champions that night just to do that because it's been a little while. We should have a Sunday morning coffee video up. I still have to record it. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow morning. Maybe something to revisit during the 24-hour. Possibly. We'll see. I do enjoy the game though. Like, as hard as the game is, I do enjoy it for what it is. I think it's fun. I started on I just started poorly. Like, my first 2 scenarios were really bad. I lost a lot of hostages early on. And Connor is a tough scenario that I haven't done a lot. Well, he's tough for me because I haven't done him a lot. So, but that's all right. But I think for the 24-hour thing, though we have not hit 24 hours, we are shy of it. But we have hit 12 hours. So with that being said, Sunday, I think what we're going to do is stream Marvel Champions. So we'll do some Marvel Champions. Sunday morning board game thing should happen. I'm not 100% sure what game yet, but it should happen. I don't know if I'm going to do Final Girl or not. What I'm thinking is Tuesday is going to be my 12-hour stream day. As of right now, it's going to be 12 hours. Unless Sunday goes crazy and it's a lot higher and, we hit it. So we are going to do 12 hours on Sunday. And I think what we're going to do, to Beast Snow's point, is I think we're going to start the day with that huge box I showed the picture of, which is Isofarian Guard, right? I still have to learn how to play it, so it's going to be a bit of a learn and play. But I think we're going to do that. It's really cool looking, and I think it's simple. People are saying it's not that complicated of a game, but I have to figure out how to get Foreteller to work on my stream. I'm not 100% sure how to work it yet, and they have some really weird rules with people who stream their stuff, so I know it's possible, but I have to put some stuff on my stream in order to do it, which is fine. The game looks like a table hog. It absolutely will be. It will be a monster on the table, but hopefully it'll be a fun. The box is huge. The box, I don't own any Calyx, but apparently the box doesn't fit in the Calyx. That's how big it is. It is 40 pounds, though, or just over 40 pounds. It's a heavy box. But anyway, I think what we're going to do is start the 12-hour event with that game and play it until I get bored of it. Howdy. Welcome, Luther. Came in just at the end of the stream, unfortunately, but hopefully you're doing well. Keen to see how it plays. Yeah. I think it will be good. Everyone seems to really like it so far. Really like it. I'm excited for it. It's got, the chips, Chip Theory Games. I got to sleeve everything. There's a couple 100 cards I got to sleeve still. So my shipment finally cleared customs after 5 days. Let's go. Most of the weight are the books. Yeah, there's a lot of books. So like I said, I got to figure out how to make Foreteller work on stream. I don't know how that's number 1. I have to sleeve the game, which is number 2. But then I think we'll start Tuesday, the 12-hour stream. I think I'm going to start at 8 a.m. So we'll do the stream starting at 8 a.m. and we'll go to 8 p.m. This is all Eastern Standard Time, and we'll start with that. We'll see how far we get in it. We'll see how long it goes, whatever. And then we may switch to Marvel. We may switch to Hostage Negotiator. We may switch to the other one, Final Girl. I kind of want to play some small box games too, which is like Chip Theory Games is Trip Lock. I want to play. I don't know what else. Maybe Mage Link if I really want to lose. I have to look at some other games, but I want to do like some smaller games that can easily switch in and out. I'll probably end up playing video games for a little bit because it's just gonna be so much stuff to do. But yeah, I think that'd be good. Playing what Tuesday? A lot. So Tuesday will be the 12-hour stream. Unless we hit the April challenge of 100, then it will be a 24-hour stream. May switch to Hopla. Remastered, but may switch to Hopla. So we'll play, to answer your question, Bob, Isofarian Guard that just came out recently. I just got it. I think I want to start the day with that. I don't know how long I may or may not play it for. I may play it for 6 hours for all I know if chat really gets into it and I get into it. I doubt it'd be that long, but I think we'll start with that. Do some small box games. Do some Marvel Champions, obviously. Maybe some Hoplo. Maybe too many bones. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what kind of chat is up to. So that's the rough plan. And then after that stream on Tuesday of 12 hours, I don't know if I'm going to stream again for a little while after that. I might do some stuff on the video game channel and just live stream over there. And it'll still be on Twitch, but just the other YouTube channel. So I may do that just to, do something. I think I'll do some of my office work. Yes, let's go. I'm going to be ignoring my job as I do it. But yeah, so we'll see. There's an 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. I see it every single day. Mainly because I have to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning. And then, except for tonight, most nights stream until 11 or whatever. And then clean everything up and it's midnight. And then you get a quick 5-hour nap. It's great. But yeah, it should be a fun stream. It should be good. I have to plan it out a little bit more. But I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting. Hopefully. Or everyone will just get bored of me in 12 hours. For the 12-hour thing, it will be both. It'll be YouTube and Twitch. As far as after Tuesday when I do video games, I may stream on both my YouTube accounts and Twitch then for the video games. I might do video games like Wednesday and Thursday night just because it's easy to clean up and I don't have to think and I can just like play and just hang out with you all and we can just talk about whatever. So if I did, the video games would be that. But regardless, as far as like the board game stuff, Sunday night I'll stream Marvel Champions on both YouTube and Twitch, and Tuesday for the entire thing it will be on YouTube and Twitch. So it'll be on both places, whatever makes life easier for people. Preferred platform. So preferred platform for watchers seems to be Twitch. Twitch does have lower latency and lets you do more things with like channel points and stuff like that. And it's a lot of people like it for mobile because they can like swipe out of the platform and it still like plays in the background versus YouTube on only if you have YouTube Premium Premium. It does that. Which one's better for me? Doesn't make a difference. That's why I do both. It does not make a difference to me. It's all the same. So that's why I just leave that option open for people of just like whatever. The bad thing about Twitch is that they run ads every like 30 minutes or whatever. So you have to watch an ad unless you subscribe to the channel, which is like $5 a month. YouTube, you watch an ad when you come in and that's it. It's done. So that's also a good part of YouTube. But the latency, like by the time your message pops up, I'm already like 6 or 7 seconds ahead versus Twitch. It's almost instantaneously. So, all right, everyone, have a good one. Appreciate you watching this. Thanks for hanging out when I play a different game, not just Marvel Champions. So I appreciate it. It was cool to hang out with you all. It was fun. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see ads. You're the person who watches it and gives me extra ad revenue. So thank you. It actually gives me more ad revenue by people using YouTube Premium and watching my stuff. So I appreciate it. All right. So anyway, thank you everyone so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching me play a different game. I will see you all Sunday night. Take care.